Have you ever noticed how the things everyone chases, pleasure, success, money, are the very things that quietly leave people feeling empty? Sounds strange, right? Because society says, get more, feel better. But what if that's completely backward? What if the very pleasures people fight so hard to experience are actually the reason they feel lost? When you read and explain the Bible, especially Ecclesiastes 0-2 chapters, you start to see a pattern that most ignore. A man who had everything still said, "This means nothing." And here's the uncomfortable question. If it didn't satisfy him, what makes us think it will satisfy us? Stick with me, because what you're about to discover might completely flip the way you see happiness. Then, let's read the chapter together. I said to myself, "Come now, I will test you with pleasure to find out what is good." But that also proved to be meaningless. Laughter, I said, is madness. And what does pleasure accomplish? I tried cheering myself with wine and embracing folly, my mind still guiding me with wisdom. I wanted to see what was good for people to do under the heavens during the few days of their lives. I undertook great projects. I built houses for myself and planted vineyards. I made gardens and parks and planted all kinds of fruit trees in them. I made reservoirs to water groves of flourishing trees. I bought male and female slaves and had other slaves who were born in my house. I also owned more herds and flocks than anyone in Jerusalem before me. I amassed silver and gold for myself and the treasure of kings and provinces. I acquired male and female singers and a harem as well, the delights of a man's heart. I became greater by far than anyone in Jerusalem before me. In all this my wisdom stayed with me. I denied myself nothing my eyes desired. I refused my heart no pleasure. My heart took delight in all my labor, and this was the reward for all my toil. Yet when I surveyed all that my hands had done, and what I had toiled to achieve, everything was meaningless, a chasing after the wind. Nothing was gained under the sun. Then I turned my thoughts to consider wisdom, and also madness and folly. What more can a king's successor do than what has already been done? I saw that wisdom is better than folly, just as light is better than darkness. The wise have eyes in their heads, while the fool walks in the darkness. But I came to realize that the same fate overtakes them both. Then I said to myself, the fate of the fool will overtake me also. What then do I gain by being wise? I said to myself, this too is meaningless. For the wise, like the fool, will not be long remembered. The days have already come when both have been forgotten. Like the fool, the wise too must die. So I hated life, because the work that is done under the sun was grievous to me. All of it is meaningless, a chasing after the wind. I hated all the things I had toiled for under the sun, because I must leave them to the one who comes after me. And who knows whether that person will be wise or foolish. Yet they will have control over all the fruit of my toil into which I have poured my effort and skill under the sun. This too is meaningless. So my heart began to despair over all my toilsome labor under the sun. For a person may labor with wisdom, knowledge, and skill, and then they must leave all they own to another who has not toiled for it. This too is meaningless and a great misfortune. What do people get for all the toil and anxious striving with which they labor under the sun? All their days their work is grief and pain. Even at night their minds do not rest. This too is meaningless. A person can do nothing better than to eat and drink and find satisfaction in their own toil. This too, I see, is from the hand of God. For without him, who can eat or find enjoyment? To the person who pleases him, God gives wisdom, knowledge, and happiness. But to the sinner he gives the task of gathering and storing up wealth, to hand it over to the one who pleases God. This too is meaningless, a chasing after the wind. Let's say a quick prayer to thank the Lord for his mercy. Hey God, thank you for this moment, really. Thank you for opening our eyes through what we've read and understood today, especially in Ecclesiastes 0:2. It's honestly humbling to see how easy it is to chase things that don't truly satisfy, and yet you gently bring us back to what actually matters. Help us not to just hear this and move on like nothing happened. Help us live it. When we're tempted to run after empty pleasures, success, or more and more things, remind us softly but clearly. That real joy comes from you. Teach us to slow down, to value the simple things, and to recognize your presence in our everyday lives. And please, give us the strength to change what needs to change. Not tomorrow, not someday, but today. Walk with us in the small decisions, in the quiet moments, in the hidden struggles. We don't want to chase the wind anymore. We want to walk with you. Amen. Now here's the real question. What are you chasing right now? And is it actually working? If you're honest, deep down, you already know the answer. So let me challenge you. What would happen if you stopped running after things that can't satisfy and started building a real relationship with God instead? Try it in a simple, practical way. Take a few minutes today to read a small portion of the Bible. Maybe revisit Ecclesiastes 2 chapters and ask yourself, am I living this? Then do something different. Replace one empty habit with something meaningful, even if it's just a quiet moment with God. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how much you have, how far you've gone, or how good it all looks on the outside. It's about whether your soul is actually at peace. Solomon tried it all so you wouldn't have to. And if you ignore that wisdom, you might end up learning the same lesson the hard way. So what's it going to be? Keep chasing the wind, or finally step into something real? And if this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Drop a comment. I'd love to hear what hit you the most. And make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Because here, we don't just read and explain the Bible. We uncover the truths that can actually transform your life. And as always, don't forget to check the last video and learn more about the scriptures.